What's up YouTube, it's your boy Dashing Kevs, and this is week 3 of the PML Summer Draft League. I am the coach of the Kings of Iron Fist, and this week we take on Jeremy and the New Orleans Apes. Now this team is one of those playoffs looking teams. It looks very balanced. I have no doubt Jeremy's gonna make playoffs with this team. He has wall breaker power as well as defensive mons. And it's gonna be our toughest opponent yet, just because of how the team looks. I don't know him as a player yet, but the way he drafts, normally that's a good indicator of how a player is. If you see him drafting a good team, that's a good idea, or you get a good idea on how good the player is. Now he has Dracovish and Darm that can just run over my whole team, especially if I lose Dragapult. It's gonna be GG for me. Now he's definitely gonna bring a Smasher. Unfortunately, he has 2 Smashers, so my team is weaker on the special side, so it's most likely gonna be the Poltergeist. His team has very good mons, so it's not really clear what he's gonna bring. I'm just predicting the Dracovish, Ninetales, Gudra, Drapion, Poltergeist, and Sandaconda. So looking at what he brought, Darm and Pasimian over Gudra and Sandaconda. Interesting. Let's check out the battle and see how it went. So he leads off with Darm as a Gold Digger speed, that's fine. He goes for the Flare Blitz here as it will take us to our Sash, and we're able to revenge it with EQ. Right off the bat, we are doing well. He goes for Pasimian. I'm not sure why, but we'll see. We make a switch to Galar because we checked this perfectly, unless it has like Iron Head. Now he goes for the Max. This is very good for us because we do have stuff that can deal with the Pasimian. And he goes for the Max Airstream just to get a speed boost. And then goes Rockfall. So when I saw the Rockfall, it actually tells me that he doesn't really have a Steel move, or maybe he's just predicting a switch and doesn't want to go for the Steel move. I don't know, maybe he wanted to set up Sandstorm or something. We go for the Strange Steam, and that does a lot of damage, which makes me think maybe the Pasimian was not trained to have like max levels of Dynamax, because it shouldn't really do that much damage, so we get a break there. Goes for Max Knuckle just to get, I don't know why, he could have killed us with Max Rock there, but it is what it is. We go for Steam, we connect, goes for Dracovish, gets the Rent. I didn't want to switch just in case he went for any other move. I was happy to sack Weezing at that point anyway, just to see if it's gonna be choice locked or what. And we still don't know which mon. He's gonna have a Scarfer here, and I don't think it's gonna be Darm, or maybe it is. I don't know. We go for Dragapult here, and we go for Dragon Darts. Unfortunately, he switches to Ninetales. Now, here's the interesting part about the game. I actually had Steel Wing on this set, but before the game I changed it into Surf just so that I can 2-hit KO the Sandaconda, because I was expecting that. At this point, the best move we could hit Ninetales was Surf, and I wasn't really comfortable trading Dragapult for a Surf. We make a switch to Obstagoon. He goes for Blizzard. Now that's gonna kill us because we don't really have a switch into Blizzard. Now, something interesting as well, I didn't think about this earlier, but I did not expect the Ninetales to be Scarf. Because if you think about it, if I did have Steel Wing, I could have went for Steel Wing there. It KOs 100%, and if he was Scarf, he would outspeed, Therefore, I would be able to confirm that. And if he doesn't, he gets KO'd, and we still keep Obstagoon at that point. So that information was very important to us. We go for Durant here. We are going to max, and that will guarantee that we do not fall to a blizzard. We go for the Airstream just to get some speed. He switches to Drapion. We do good damage. We go for a Max Knuckle for another attack boost. And we go Dracovish here. Max Quake is free. So I did run Max Quake here just in case he would play around. If I had like a bug move and the steel move, he could play around it with Drapion and Dracovish. So Max Quake guarantees I hit everything for at least neutral. We go back to regular form. Now, here's the thing. I go for Aerial Ace here because I don't think, or I thought he was Scarf, but he reveals to be White Herb. So you could say that that was a misplay. The reason I did that because if he was Sash, I didn't want to risk missing my moves just because of the Sash. So he would have like a potential not a max one, but he would have Poltergeist at full health with the smash boost, and I would need 2 hits to KO that, which is not likely to happen because I don't have first impression on this set. He goes for Shadow Ball here that kills. We go for Dragapult and get the Sucker Punch. Now this is the part. I go, at this point, 3v1, I'm thinking, fuck it, let's just surf, do some damage, and then Heliolisk can clean up. But he reveals to be faster, and at that point I was like, oh my god, we're actually gonna speed tie because I did make my Heliolisk timid max speed with Scarf. So at this point, also I thought we only had 2 mods. I thought Diggersby was already dead. So I thought, I think I could get the kill if I win the speed tie in a way. So I go for Thunderbolt here. We do more than half. Now, as you can see, the Blizzard he did was a crit. That actually wasn't a crit in the actual game because this is just like a reenactment. That wasn't a crit, and it did about 46, something like that, 46%. I thought we would live when I calced it, that he could do around 46. But the thing is, we would die because of the hail, the chip from hail. And then, at that point, I told myself, we need to get the speed tie here. We do not get the speed tie, unfortunately. And then I thought, I was like typing, GG man. And then, I find out the game's still going. I'm like, what the hell? And then we have Diggersby left here with 1 HP. So, I just go for the obvious play of quick attack here. Unfortunately, we do not get the kill, and he goes for the Blizzard. Now, here's a very interesting part of the video. In the actual game, the last move he did was actually Struggle. So he ended up killing the Diggersby that was only in 1 HP, and then killing himself. So we are gonna lose 0 to Jeremy. Amazing game. Such a good battler Jeremy is. Now, when I tried to analyze the game, see what I could have done better, of course I could have just, if I had the steel move on Dragapult, I could have known about the Scarf earlier. And since I did have Sucker Punch, I could have just sucker punched when Ninetales came out, and that may have done the 12% difference. But the biggest misplay I made here, even after I found out that the Ninetales was Scarf, is I don't really want to have the time decide the game. So I tend to make plays without fully analyzing the situation. This is just a problem with the timer of the Switch in this format. They really should have it increased. So how do I win this? I actually had glare on the Heliolisk, and as you can see, even if he crits me, we still live the crit. I could have just glared the Ninetales, sacked the Heliolisk, and then Diggersby guarantees outspeed, and we get a 1-0 victory here. And I think that would be 1-0 because the game would end without me taking hail damage. So we could have won 1-0, but definitely a very close game either way. You could say that he won with a speed tie, but even though it did come to that, honestly, we also have to think about how we could win without relying on hacks like that. So we did definitely have the option there. I just didn't think of it at that time. So GG to Jeremy. If you like the content, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.